course, from the Science of Mind magazine, the daily guides. In the past, I used to create reels when I did this live broadcast on Facebook. But when I started using the software where I can send it to multiple platforms, I lost the ability to instantly create reels. And it's a little bit of a hassle to create a reel from this. So what I did was I created an abbreviated version of this talk, and it's on Creative Life Spiritual Center's page as a reel. So if you want to watch that, you can. Or if you want the full version, here it is. So you can go to the trailer or you can come to this. And of course, they're written by Eugene Holden. The other one was a summary of mine, but written by Eugene Holden called Bring It Together. Bring It Together for Wednesday, the 25th of February, 2025. First quote is from Dr. Joe Dispenza, who's a chiropractor, written a bunch of books. He's written some quite well-known books. One that I have read is called Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself. It's not an easy book to read. In there, he says, because we think, feel, and because how we think, feel, and behave is in essence our personality. It is our personality that creates our personal reality. As I said, that was Dr. Joe Dispenza, Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself. And Ernest Holmes in This Thing Called Life says, you are the affirmation of this life as individuality, as personality. This is why your thought is creative. And this is what Eugene Holden's got to say. He says, you get how wonderfully powerful you are, don't you? Right? There's no one on the face of the planet quite like you. You're an individualized expression of the one power, the one presence, the one life that created all that there is. You are here to make a difference, even if that difference is just to smile at the next person with whom you come into contact. You make a difference. And I like this part because oftentimes we're told, hey, you make a difference, but it's at some kind of high level. But Eugene here says, even if it's just to smile at the next person with whom you come into contact. And I think that puts it at a whole different level. And it says, hey, this is for everybody. We are interconnected naturally. This is why and how we make a difference. He goes on to say, please know you are connected with all of life. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions play a role in creating a world that works for all. Simply look at your immediate environment. Are you standing as the power of love in your neighborhood? Are you showing up as the person of peace in your place of business or wherever it is you go? This doesn't mean we have to be against anyone or anything. It simply means we accept how things are and stand boldly in who we are in any given situation. He says, the quote by Dr. Joe Dispenza above captures this essence. If we don't like what's happening in our reality, we change our personality. It's not as difficult as it may seem. As Holmes reminds us, change your thinking, change your life. Well, I beg to differ a little bit. I would agree. It's simple. It's a simple concept. Change your thinking, change your life. It really should say, change your thinking with feeling and you change your life. But we've got all these old habits that go on in our head, these reels that keep turning around. Not the kind of reel I just posted on Facebook, but the subconscious mind has got all this stuff in it. And we got habits. We have habits of doing things physically. We have habits of thought. And what we're doing is replacing these thought habits with ones that are more productive for us and for everyone. That's what we're doing. We're changing our habits of thinking. And affirmations help, spiritual mind treatment helps, meditation helps, attending classes and workshops helps. It all helps. the class that we're currently, it's really a workshop, not a class. The trance of scarcity that we're going through right now, we're halfway through it. This is a way of changing how we relate to our bodies and how we relate to our minds. So it's a great way to actually do what Eugene Holden is proposing here, which is change your thinking, change your life, change the way you feel, change your life. So, as I said, I personally don't find it easy. I find it simple. It's a simple concept. Change your thinking and feeling, change your life. But then you've actually got to get down and do the nitty-gritty. And the way you do it, as I said, is by spiritual mind treatment, by prayer, whatever form of prayer works best for you, by affirmations, by meditation, and by attending classes and workshops that help you do this, and by reading good literature, and by listening to things like this or reading things like this. All of this stuff actually helps doing it. And finally, to be in community of others who are like-minded, which is probably the most important of all, because when you're in community with like-minded people, it starts to rub off on you. And when you come to that point where you are getting to be an expert in this, you rub off on them and you help them. But community is incredibly important. So I didn't mention that in the reel. I probably should have done, but there it is. So if you saw the reel, this is more real, REAL, I would say. So anyway, the reel was an experiment. We'll see how it goes. So please just do one thing. Give us a like when you watch this. Wherever you saw it, give us a like. And also please share it with other people, because I don't know about you, but I want to make the world a better place. And one way that I can do this is by doing these readings. A way that you can do it is by sharing these readings, repost it on different media. I go out afterwards and post it on stuff that isn't part of my software yet. I posted on Mastodon, I posted on Blue Sky, I posted on Threads, and so on and so forth. So you can help make the world a better place by reposting this and by watching and listening to Reverend Lisa tomorrow morning at 9:15, and by just keep working at it. I mean, it's not something that you do and stop. It's a continuous, lifelong process to keep working at this. The affirmation. Oh, you want the affirmations, don't you? I am the way of creation. I live, move, and have my being as grace. My connection with the divine, that is. I'm the way of creation. I live, move, and have my being as grace. So until next time, namaste.